Hi boys and girls, my name is Vikas. I'm an assistant professor at an engineering college in Hyderabad. I love programming, and more than that, I love to teach programming. Today's topic is symbol patterns, especially printing symbol patterns in C. In this series of videos, we will be seeing different kinds of symbol patterns, and I will show you how to develop these symbol patterns from the scratch, from at the very basic solution to a very good solution which can be considered as an efficient solution. Symbol patterns is a pretty general interview question, and not only that, solving this kind of problems help you understand a very important concept in programming: repetitions, aka loops. Our first problem is printing 10 stars in a line. If you know the basics of programming in C, you would know that the simplest solution for printing 10 stars in a line is this. You just have to print 10 stars in the double quotes of the print function and you will get the result. I consider this the simplest solution possible. It is my general tendency to go with the simplest solution of any given problem and then try to build a better solution out of it. So let us test whether this particular program works. So let me go to this editor, which is my favorite editor, which is called CodeBlocks. You can find it online. It is an open source tool. It is easily available. So there are 10 stars in my printf as that you have seen in the slides. Let me check whether this one gives me the result or not. And as you can see, there are 10 stars. Just to count 3, 6, 9 and 10, there are 10 stars. Okay, so I got the result, and this is the simplest solution possible to print the 10 stars in a line. But is there a better solution, or is there another solution to the same result? Let me try. I'm trying to print 5 stars in each line. Let us say there are 5 stars here, and I'm going to have another printf statement, and so I have 2 printf statements with 5 stars each. Let me check whether this one gives me the same result or not. Yes, as you can see, it is giving me 10 stars, 3, 6, 9 and 10, and this is a very important realization, that printing always starts from left to right, and no matter what, it keeps on going towards the right, unless otherwise you provide a special option called /n, which we will be seeing very soon. So is there any other way of getting the same result? So let me reduce it further. Let us have only 2 stars in a single printf statement, and so as you have seen earlier, there were 5 stars in 2 printf statements, so there are 5 into 2, 10 stars. So if I'm having 2 stars in a single printf statement, I need 5 statements. So I'm having 5 printf statements, and I'm having 2 stars in each printf statement. So 2 into 5, 10 stars. So it should be giving me the 10 stars. Let me check whether this one gives me the 10 stars. So as you can see, there are 3, 6, 9 and 10 stars, and this pretty much shows me that there could be many number of solutions to the same problem. Okay, so let me further divide it into, let us have a single star. If it is single star, then as you know, 1 into 10, so I need 10 stars of 10 printf statements. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I have 10 printf statements in the program, and it should give me 10 stars in a single line. So let me check it out. So that's there it goes again. It has 3, 6, 9 and 10, so 10 stars in a single line. So as you might have already observed, there are different ways of presenting the program to get the same results. There are different kinds of solutions possible. So is this a good solution to this particular problem? You can consider so, but let us say that I extend the problem to not printing 10 stars, but rather printing 100 stars, or let us say 1,000 stars, or let us say 10,000 stars. Then the program gets pretty messy. If I want to print, let us say 100 stars, then I need to have 100 printf statements, or one printf statement which contains 100 stars in between those double quotes. But the problem with that kind of solution is that if when I'm typing 10 stars in a double quotes, I could miss a star. But 10 stars is a pretty small number, I can count it, but 100 stars is a pretty big number, and if I miss something, I may get a wrong result. And that is a problem with humans. We get bored easily, we get frustrated easily, and we sometimes get out of frustration, we make mistakes. So that is where loops get in, or repetition get in. Computers are very good at repeating things because they are faster than humans and they generally don't get frustrated, and that is a big advantage. We are going to make use of it. And in this particular series of videos, we will be checking on some of the patterns, printing symbol patterns, using a very common repetition block in C programming language, which is called for loop. We will be seeing how a for loop works, and then we will be seeing some demonstrations of for loop. Here it goes. This is a simple program which does the same job using for loop. Let me show you the result of this particular program first, so that you are confirmed that it gives you the 10 stars in a line solution, and then we will dissect it to understand it further. So here it goes. This is the program that I have shown you a little while back. This is my editor, CodeBlocks, and I'm going to execute the program, and let's check whether it gives me the same result of 10 stars. As you can see, there are 3, 6, 9, and 10 stars. So I got the same result. So how does this particular program works? It is of course for loop, as the C programming says. This has the name for, and it has these brackets, a pair of brackets, and within the pair of brackets there are 3 parts. This part is called initialization, this part is called condition checking, and this part is called updating the variable. And I have a variable called I, and if I want to use this variable in for, I must declare it before for. Okay, so I have the declaration here, and I have the initialization here. This part is called condition, and this part is called update. Let's move on to check. Let's move on to understand it in further detail. Okay, so here I have my base program, which you have seen a little while back. And in this particular slide, I want to show you a particular technique to keep track of the variable values. This is the table in which I will be maintaining a variable I and its respective value at that particular instant while the program is running. And this is my sample output screen. So whenever this printf is executed, then it will print a star at this particular place. So let's move on and check it out how it works. So for the first time, when int I is declared, as you can see here, I variable I is getting depicted in the table, and the very next statement is I is equal to 1, the very first statement of for block, and so I value is assigned with the value 1, and that is what I'm depicting here in this table. Okay, and after that, as soon as the I is initialized with 1, the very next step in for loop is to check the value in the condition, second part of the area. So it is I less than or equal to 10, and I value is 1, so 1 less than or equal to 10, so 1 is less than 10 is satisfied, and so if the condition is satisfied, it gets inside the block of for. This is called the block of for. The opening brace and the closing brace, the pair of braces, is called block of for, or in small we can call it as a for block. So in this for block belongs to for, and because this condition is satisfied, in this case 1 less than 10 is satisfied, and so anything that is included as part of the for block will be executed in sequence from top to bottom. So in this particular case, there is only one particular statement called printf with star, a single star, and so this part will be executed. Let's move on and check it out. So as you can see, printf is executed and we got 1 star in the output screen. So the very next step after printing all the statements in our for block, it goes to the I++, which is the update part of our for. So in this area, I is getting updated with another 1 added to that particular variable value. So currently I is having 1, as you can see here, and when I++ is executed, I becomes 2 by adding it with 1. So let's check it out. As soon as the I++ is getting executed, I is updated with 2, as you can see here. 1 added with 1 becomes 2, and as soon as I is updated, the very next step is to go back to I less than or equal to 10, that is the condition part of for. So the process of for is I equal to 1, that is the initialization part. It gets executed only once, that is the first part of for, and then as soon as this is executed, it goes to the condition, checks the condition. If it is satisfied, it does all the steps in the for block, and then if all the statements are executed, it goes to the update statement. It completes the update statement and comes back to condition checking for checking whether the condition is satisfied. So this loop will continue as long as the condition is satisfied, and if the condition is not satisfied, it gets out. We will see just that in a while. So now condition is again being checked. 2 is less than 10 satisfied, so it prints a star, and then I++, it becomes 3. 3 is less than 10 satisfied, it prints a star, and then it becomes 4. 4 is less than 10 satisfied, it prints a star. Then it becomes 5. 5 is less than 10 satisfied, it prints a star. 5 is updated with 6. 6 is less than 10, but that satisfies, and so it prints a star. We got 6 stars printed so far. Then 6 gets updated with 7, and 7 less than 10 satisfied, so it prints a star, 7th star. Then 7 gets updated with 8. 8 is less than 10 satisfied, it prints a star, and then 8 gets updated with 9. 9 less than 10 satisfied, it prints a star, and then 9 gets updated with 10. 10 less than 10 is not satisfied, but there is another option called 10 equal 10, and 10 equal 10 is satisfied, and so it prints a star. And as soon as it has printed 10 stars, it should stop, but it does not stop there. It goes to update statement again. I becomes 11, and as soon as I becomes 11, the very next step, that is I less than or equal to 10, 11 less than 10 will not be satisfied. Neither less than 10, neither equal to 10 will be satisfied, and so the condition is false. As soon as the less than 10, as soon as the condition is false, it gets out of the loop. So it gets just out of the closing brace of the for block. Okay, so whatever statements that follow the for block will be executed if the condition is false. So that's it. This is how for loop works. I have a small challenge. Try it out on your own. There are 5 stars and $5 here in a single line. Try to print this kind of result using for loop. And my sincere suggestion is try to solve this using the simple printf statement, and then try to develop the for loop out of it by figuring out which part of the statement is repeating and how many repetitions you want, which part is getting repeated, and so on. Try to build code the way I built it to you in this particular video. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you like the video, please like it. If you like it much more, you can also share this video with your friends. And if you don't like something of the video, if you don't like some part of the video, or let us say if you don't like my way of teaching, you can also give me a comment. I will try to improve myself in the next video. Thank you so much.